first question for you is, how would you say Beginners feels?
Huh. Um, um, well, hopefully it's like full of life. Hopefully it's like a rambunctious, full of life, dense bouquet of things. It has sadness, it has real emotion, hopefully, but the first thing I listened to were, New Orleans funeral marches when they come back. I was like, blah, 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 and I kind of wanted that vibe, this kind of slight party vibe.
So, obviously the story is very personal to you. Going through the process of, after your dad passed away, writing this story, what was that experience like for you?
Well, your dad passing away is so much bigger than writing a script about it. So you're already in grief. You're already in this wild place. This is my second parent to pass away. And part of grief is like this crazy bravery, this crazy, like, I'm alive. I should be doing things that only I can do. I should be embracing life. I should be eating the peach. I should just go for it. And this story was the biggest thing to happen to me and the most kind of like deep human thing to happen to me. So I was like, how can I not talk about it? And it didn't make grief worse. It made it easier on some level, or it's nice to have something to do, And I'm a filmmaker, so it's something I love to do. So I feel very lucky. I feel it was a good thing.
So I'm curious because from the film, from what I know, the film, Ewan's character knows his dad in two phases of his life.
Yeah.
Pre-coming out and coming out.
Yeah.
So for you personally, what did you learn from your dad before he came out, and what did you learn after?
Well, that's a big question. There's a lot, but I definitely have like a straight dad and a gay dad. And my straight dad was very nice and kind, and he was a good dad, but he was a little vague. He was a little fuzzy. It wasn't quite there. And my gay dad, I learned a heck of a lot more about love and relationships from. He was so much more engaged with me. He was so much more interested in me and my heterosexual life, And just watching him and his friendships with his gay community and his romantic aspirations, it was so much more messy and real. It was so much more like life. And I learned a ton from the gay guy, And my straight dad was really good too, but my gay dad and I had a much more intense relationship.
So, getting Ewan on board with this film, he was incredible in the film.
Yeah.
How much of Ewan is you?
Yeah.
And how much is...
Well, clearly I'm that handsome and charming and vibrant. So that was, no. It's a weird collaboration. When I watch Oliver on screen, I think it's Oliver and Ewan. And it's really Ewan's body and soul and psyche. And we are different. We share I think we do share sort of some emotional wavelengths or frequencies. But the goal is never to mimic me or to be me. This is the only way I knew how to write this story from my perspective. This was the conversation me and my dad were having about love, about how to be in love, how to stay in love. That's what the film turned out to be. But believe it or not, I'm not like a crazy narcissist, and the world will just have to judge that for themselves. But whenever I think that Ewan's me, I kind of want to faint and throw up. He's Oliver. It's a different person.
I went on the film's blog, and I was reading some of your blogs and saw some of the videos. What has your experience been like taking this film across the country? What reactions are you receiving from people?
I feel super lucky. I gotta say, like I've had another film and it wasn't like this. Like it's been really warmly received, and different kinds of people, like different ages, like hipsters and people in their 60s and all different kinds of people. I feel crazily lucky. I should just retire and go to bed right now. And it's the best thing for a filmmaker to go meet your audience, to go be in that room. Like every time the film stops, the room has this different little goo in it, like this different shared psychic experience, and that's really magical and why you work for years and years and years to get to make a film.
And last question, what do you think your dad would think of Beginners?
Well, that's a magical question, because it's a sad question because he'll never get to see it. But my dad was, my dad was a super opinionated, bossy guy. So it's like, imagine showing Christopher the movie. Like, he has his opinions. I know you'd be like, Michael, why more of this and less of that? And he would have his own version of his life, and I'm very keenly aware of that. But I think he'd be touched that I thought about him for so long. I think that he would love to see a film with a gay character, be it him or not. He would love to see a film with an older gay character. And I made it with a lot of love towards him, and hopefully he would feel that. I feel like he would.